Domain 4, professional responsibilities, perhaps the least exciting of the four domains, but the most important, at least on the surface level, as an aspiring teacher and one who hopes to get a job in teaching someday. I felt like I brought in a decent amount of knowledge about copyright laws um, and things of that nature, as well as the importance of continuing to develop as a teacher and as a professional. And that knowledge comes primarily from observation, not obviously from personal experience. But this summer, I took a class that was combined grad level and undergraduate, and saw a lot of teachers there, current teachers, teachers who have been practicing up to even 25, 30 years, who were still trying to better themselves. And the class was an English language learner class, and a lot of them were just taking the class simply to connect better with their students and their changing population of students, ever increasingly becoming English language learners. So that was cool to see, and really gave me a good model of what it means to continue to learn and develop as an educator beyond a bachelor's degree. Some areas that I grew in, definitely Creative Commons was a brand new concept to me, and had never really used it before, and never really cited it before either. And after using it, I can definitely see how important it is as a tool and how useful it can be to a teacher, just to know that there is material out there that is not completely copyrighted, and that can be used in pretty much any situation, as long as credit is given where credit is due. Along with that, just learning to teach myself some things about education. Our activity to go learn something on our own was definitely a fun one, but also just it showed me the importance of continuing to develop, and in some cases that development has to be self-motivated and initiated by me, as it's not always going to be an administrator or somebody above me pushing me on towards becoming a better educator, but a lot of that responsibility falls to me, and to my desire to relate better to my students and provide better teaching for them. Some ways that I plan on continuing to develop in professional responsibilities. Um, Continuing to understand proper teacher and student relations better. In high school, I did have several teachers explain why they couldn't become my Facebook friends, even though we were friends in the classroom and on the sports fields and etc. But also just continuing to understand things of that nature, as things will probably get even more confusing and the water's even more muddy by the time I find my first job as an educator. Also, just continually developing as an educator, seeking out um, an educational mentor. Hopefully, once I score a job, and even before that, finding other teachers and just reflecting on what they're doing well and how I can implement some of their successes into my repertoire. That was another thing I enjoyed about the grad level and undergraduate level class, was just seeing and being able to bounce ideas off of teachers in the field who had already tried a lot of different things to successfully communicate and educate their students. So just seeking out more of those opportunities in the future with educators who have a lot of experience already in the field.